Alright guys, this is William. Welcome to our 100 days of Click Studio Paint, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the subtool and all this control of the detail subtool. Okay, so I think I always remember a saying that know your tool. Okay, like know your weapon, like you are like a swordsman to get the weapon ready in order to doing some amazing slashing hacks of skill, right? And yeah, as a artist, you need to know the tool. And so any software that I use, the first thing I am going to learn is about how to draw. Okay, because I can actually get the like hold of things, control the things that I can use, and for artists that's the pen and pencil and some sort of a thing. All right. So in Grid, it's not Grid, but Clip Studio. Yeah, I got so many tools going on, and just sorry about that. So in Clip Studio Paint, which is the new tool that I'm encountered of, and I'm really eager to learn because I want to start a comic myself. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is that some of the shortcut as well as the the pen and all that is a little bit different. Okay, so we get like a B for like a brush. I don't know why it's Japanese. As I said, I bought like a two version. One is like the Japanese version, and then I bought like the three for the English version. But I don't know why they sort of inherit some of the pen, or maybe it's everyone got this like Japanese. I don't know. But everything I do, I would just do in shortcut, and I know a little bit about Japanese, so yeah, I can read it. So hopefully, I will sort of translate that to English. So if you encounter the same problem, yeah, no problem, I got it covered, right? So yeah, I can speak a lot of language, by the way. Okay, so yeah, so basically, if you press the shortcut P, okay, so you're going to switch from the pen as well as pencil. Okay, like a true pencil. Okay, so if you're here, this is called like enpitsu. In Japanese, it's called enpitsu, but in English, I think it's just some real pencil. Okay, so you got like a real pencil going on here. It's working pretty good. Okay, and it's pressure sensitive. You can do some sketching. You can use like a bracket here and here to make it smaller, like make it bigger, something like that. And then, so for example, I want to make it bigger. Okay, as you guys can see, we got the brush size increased, and of course you can just manually change it, and then do this switching and make it like a smaller one. Okay, and do this switching as well. Okay, and of course you can erase everything by using the eraser. Okay, so you can just E to erase, and of course you can just choose this eraser like Keshigomu, Japanese for eraser, and of course English the shortcut is E. It's really easy to remember, easy because it's eraser, so it starts with E. Self-explanatory, and yeah, so you can just get rid of this, and of course you can just just completely delete the layer. Okay, and then you can just create a new layer, right click and just create a new layer. Okay, we can create a raster layer, we can create a vector layer, gradient fill, we can create all sorts of things. We will cover that later. It's a little bit different. I'm more familiar with the Photoshop. I think it's the software that I always used, but I just very new to Clip Studio Paint. So but Clip Studio Paint is really dedicated for painting, especially manga and illustration. So some of the the tool is more more dedicated for this thing. Okay, so I'm going to make a raster layer, which is just like a fancy word saying that this layer you're going to draw is not going to make a vector sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, and I'm going to say layer 1, and then you can continue to draw on it. And you can change the color, right? You just pick color picker tool, change the color, and you just draw on here. Right now it's I'm choosing Keshigomu, which is eraser, so just to use like a pen or brush. I normally just use the B for brush, and just automatically got a watercolor brush and then I can just got something like this, which is kind of like annoying because I want to use technically I want to use pen, but I sort of get mixed up with the Photoshop shortcut. So especially you have to make sure that if you want to use like the line art, you should use pen. Okay, you want to like use sketch, you just press P again, you go to the pencil, and I think the default brush is really good because I haven't like using a custom brush before even in Photoshop, so I don't know what feel like to have an actual brush that have like a different texture. It's just feeling so great to have some sorts of like default. You don't need to find any. It's a free. It's a really good feeling. Okay, and yeah, just to demonstrate a few stroke. Okay, so this is P for pen, and this this G pen. I think a lot of artists use this as a way of drawing things, and Lialu G pen. So it's like a real G pen, Lialu, and Malu G pen, something like that, and then you can draw on here. Right now, I think yeah, I need to add a layer. Okay, new raster layer. Okay, so you can actually draw on it. So I just like delete it, and then you can like using G pen to get the line art, like really yeah, this line, like we got like a really low and really, yeah, push it down, you can get a really interesting line. Okay, and of course different line, different brush do have different feeling to it. Okay, this is like a little bit different, like a rough edges for the G, and yeah. Yeah, and then of course we got the subtool. This is called pen. Okay, it's like an English pen pen. Pen, like pen is Japanese like a pronunciation. Okay, it's like a hiragana, katakana, Japanese katakana, which means it's like a capitalized Japanese letter for spelling. Okay, and often we use these like a katakana for like a foreign imported words. Okay, so pen, we use something like this. Okay, G pen, all that. If you see this little character here, 2 character, all that is called pen. Okay, so really simple one. Okay, just a spelling. Yeah, we got subtool, and let's continue. Instead of just choosing a specific brush and change the brush size, of course you can have a lot of properties for you to change, right? So we got subtool as well as 2 properties. So for example, if I choose like a G pen, I also got 2 property and G pen. It's like a really contextual thing. So you choose thing and the other thing will change. Okay, this is like a more like a rough detail that is selected detail, and I think I'm going to move myself to the right side. Okay, so yeah, so you guys can see this way more clear, right? So let me just move it here. Okay, so this will be the like a brush tool that you choose. Normally I wouldn't use it, so you can just move it outside and just close it. Okay, you can actually do that, and then let's move closer to here because that's the place that we are going to focus. So we got 2 property G pen, and we got a G pen here, right? So this is like roughly in the center sort of thing, and we got the brush size. Okay, so you can actually see the brush size. So the brush size down below is kind of redundant. Okay, so you can actually see that, and yeah. So while you are changing brush size, you can actually see it on the screen. Okay, and of course there will be a really big one. Okay, and of course you can change the brush size, you can change the opacity. Okay, so if you decrease the opacity, we can clearly see the opacity here. All right, so you can get like opacity like this. Okay, and then you can add another stroke. You have multiple stroke at the same time. It's sort of like a overlap. Okay, you can get anti-aliasing. Okay, so for example, you can get something like this. Okay, you can get a really nice effect. Okay, or if you are really blend together, you can get it. And by the way, at the right, like a top right corner, you can get like a minimized thing, and you can not only focus on detail but also see the result on the whole image. And let's just switch back until anti-aliasing to here. Stabilization right now is a 6, so you can just decrease that, and it will be really shaky for me. Okay, or you can just turn that to 100. Right, so really smooth things out. Okay, but it kind of just give you a little bit of lag. That really depends on your your needs. Okay. So right now, let's just go with like a really low number, and of course you can adjust more things rather than this one. So this will be like the selected one here. So if you want more, you just delete, click this wrench here. You got show subtool detail. Okay, this is just like a completely different vocabulary. Okay, this is subtool. Okay, subtool pane. We got tool property, right? And you can go to the subtool detail. Okay, I'm thinking the like a subtool detail is like the detail page for the tool property, right? So if you click it, you will get a like a more detailed view. That really depends on your preference. Okay, you can just drag and move it to here. Okay, so if that is what you're aiming for, or we can move it some place else. But I don't think this sticks. That's weird. Okay, normally this will stick, like going here. We just go here. Oh, maybe you can't do that. So sorry about that. And by the way, if you don't know where it goes, pretty simple. You just go to Window, and you can bring all this set back. Where is it? Where is it? I always let's see. Yeah. Okay, I just lose my mind here. Okay, workspace. I find it and set all this to default. I think that's a much like a quicker way to get rid of things. Okay, so you can just delete this one. Okay, just by the way, this is just the setting that I'm comfortable with. Okay, we seldom use this unless you are like creating like a customized brush, or if you're just doing that for the first time. Once you finish setting things up, you can just never see this subtool detail again. All right. So if you say want to add one more options, say blend mode to the like tool property, and you can just click this icon here, right? If you click it, it shows the eye icon, and then we can get the like blend mode here. Right, so the blend mode, you say for example you want to do something like the dark burn, lighten, subtract. Let's do a subtract. Okay, so if you do that, and then whatever you draw will be the subtract mode, and you can add in a highlight, a vivid light, all sort of thing. Yeah, a vivid light, all sort of thing. Okay, and I don't know which one to choose. Maybe a background device hue saturation, maybe do something like this. Okay, I don't know how to adjust that. Maybe yeah, maybe just like a multiply. Okay, multiply, that's the thing that I think I will familiar with. Okay, so you can actually change the mode, add the mode to the left side. Of course, if you want to, save it, you can, save all settings as default. Okay, so every time you want to like mess something up, you want to like reset the default, but you don't want to miss some of the settings that you're already pretty sure about. you just click reset all settings to default. Okay, this is just two different things. So if I mess something up here, so for example, I change opacity here, and I don't want that. I want like a really default. I can just click this, and it will just like, do you want to show select subtool to your default setting, and then just change to 100. Okay, and I think the blend mode is gone. Okay, but for example, if I just get the blend mode out and I want to keep it, okay, so I can save all settings as a default. Okay, and do be really careful if you like save all settings as default, so it can override the default settings. So every time you want mess something up, so for example you like switch off the blend mode, you want to reset, okay, so it will automatically switch it on. Okay, so it's really powerful. You can customize a lot of things. And by the way, there are a lot of things hidden here. So right now it's ink. Okay, so you can just click, you can get more options. You can like change the brush tips, something like that. You can change the thickness, angle, all sort of a thing. Amazing things that we will talk about later. Right now I'm not really familiar with the thing, so I can just give you like generalized tips. Okay, and so maybe when we start to make our customized brush, I will make more videos about this. And by the way, if you just like click here and drag, you drag like a wider, you got this more like a clear view of what you are expecting. Okay, so the selection like a drop down menu will be gone. So at the left side you can just switch and choose it. Okay, so you can choose a lot of things. And yeah, you can I think you can sort of like make your like a customized brush in this way. Okay, so for example, you can add subtool, and you can search for the material in the asset store, and then you can say adding some of like the Kusa line brush, yeah, blushy like a brush, so it's a brush. Okay, so there will be like the the grass brush. Okay, and then you can make it like smaller. Let me just get rid of this thing. Okay, and make a new layer, raster layer. Okay, and then you can use the grass brush to quickly get like a grass. Pretty good. You can bigger and smaller, all sort of thing. You can get an amazing brush. Yeah, and by the way, you can download all sort of things from the asset store. We can search for material, search Clip Studio and open asset. Okay, so we click it, will automatically bring out this page. It's like a Creative Cloud sort of thing, so like a hub. And you open that, you can download things. I often like spend like hours and hours like browse it and see what's sort of on sale and what is free. Okay, so you can like a brush grade. Yeah, we can just filter all sort of thing, and sometimes as most of the thing is just free. Okay, then you can download this and you can already make amazing things. And they got some like a CP. Like Clip Studio Paint, like a sort of thing. So you can, I think you need to like buy this CP point, and there are also some plan. I'm not really familiar with that. Mainly, I just right now just use this like free things, okay, and maybe create something of my own, because I think this brush is very similar technically. You just need to, I also, by the way, draw traditionally, so I use some like cross-hatching, or maybe some of the texture from the famous painting, something like that, just like a CC0 stuff, and you can just sample that, and you can like programmatically change it, or maybe like doing some of the processing, and you just make a texture and then change it and add some of the to the algorithm, so you can make a customized brush. So basically, I think that's all the brushes are created this way. So at least from my like a really limited knowledge right now, so I prefer just to use whatever is default, and I think it's it's really a lot right now for default brush, because I just I used Photoshop before, and in Photoshop you don't got all this kind of crazy stuff of brush, so it's really suffice for me. I'm really content that I got all this brush. Okay. And yeah, and one more tip is that if you got some, say, the brush, I really love this, and I got say a lot of column that I need to repeatedly using the grass brush. You can do something like this. Okay, so you got this like a quick access tool. So if you click it, you got this like quick access panel. I think you can maybe just move it to here. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so of course you can just click and drag. You can just put it here as well. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. You can always switch things. You can put it here. You got another panel, something like that. But I prefer to just put it at its original place, which will be here. Okay, so if you click here, we got like a quick access panel, and I don't know why it's got this like the assets here, material. Yeah, I'm just maybe this is belong to here. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe it's here, maybe it's not here. I think yeah, it doesn't really matter because everything is really customizable. Okay, so you can put it here. It will be like an asset thing. Okay, assets, and prefer to put it here. Okay, good. And the quick access is really customizable, so you can just like rename this, so you can manage sets. So there will be say the brush, something like that. Okay, then yeah, we got a lot of things right now. Maybe just to create another, there will be the brush. There will be the like a set one or like changes. So I'm going to like the file change settings, all sort of thing. Okay, maybe just change yeah, change image or change file. Maybe just change. You can name whatever you want, and I'm going to make it here a brush. Okay, so for example, you really love G-Pen. Every time you have to use G-Pen, every time you need to use like M-Pizza, like a pencil. This is called M-Pizza. Okay, you want to use pencil to draw, you can do that, and you can change the order, right? You can drag it, come on, yeah, and I think you can sort of rename it. Input process, yeah, you can say this will be like a pencil. Okay, just okay, and it will be the pencil. This will be the subtool setting. Okay, maybe okay, maybe not just name it pencil, but rather like M-Pizza and pencil. Okay, I prefer to use both of the words, so both like Japanese learners as well as the English learners or whatever language is interesting can also enjoy the same content. So I might need to do that again. Doesn't really matter. You can just like real G-Pen. Okay, it's like a real G-Pen. Okay, so basically it's like a dip pen. Okay, and it simulates the real G-Pen sort of thing. Okay, you got a real G-Pen, or you want to like a G-Pen, you can just click and drag it here. It's like a quick access menu, so you don't need to like switch things. And you got this like the we got tons of things. Yeah. So right now I just doing the line art. I haven't like learned this like a painting over it. I just did that in Photoshop, but really not like familiar with how to do it in Clip Studio Pen. So I just just leave it here. Okay, so I think that's pretty much what I want to share with you guys about what I learned about the brush, the quick settings, and how to find the way to modify it, adding some of the like a quick shortcut outside, if you can use it and change it, and if you're like mess something up, you can set it to default. Yeah, also thing, and yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel and give the video. It's really important. If you don't subscribe, that's okay, but do give me a thumb up before you leave my channel. Okay, really help me a lot. Thanks, mate. Okay, bye.